A very good morning to all of you, my dear and beloved ones. I truly hope you have a deeply blessed and joyful day ahead, followed by a peaceful and restful night. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I give my heartfelt thanks to the divine higher spirit whose presence is always with me, living within me, and who constantly guides my every step. It is my sincere and heartfelt hope that my words will be a guiding and radiant light that enters your homes, and a hope that continually blossoms and flourishes in your hearts, inspiring each of you to bring out your very best and most authentic selves. Go out into the world and give this back to society. Our society today truly needs honest people, good-hearted people, pure and sincere people, and so much more. I would truly and deeply appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could take a moment to subscribe to my channel and assist me in spreading much needed awareness to the public. Furthermore, I find myself feeling even more incredibly grateful to each and every one of you for sharing this video, because the more awareness is spread across the globe, the closer we will eventually get to our ultimate goal of building a peaceful and prosperous golden world for everyone. So at the request of some of you, and especially at the request of my dear admin who asked me to make more videos about cleansing, today I decided to continue the cleansing series from previous videos. And if up until now this is your first time here and you haven't watched my previous videos, please check them out, because these are like links in a chain, and it might not make sense to you if you jump into the middle of a process. I've talked a lot about cleansing, but cleansing isn't something I can just explain in a few words. It's not like we can achieve complete cleansing in 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, or even 2 days. It's such a profound philosophy. It contains so many lessons, and it requires so much personal effort. It's not something that can be done in one night, and I can't fit all the material into a 1-hour video either. But before we get to cleansing, we need to talk more about awareness first. We need to clarify some issues regarding awareness. Let's achieve a state of awareness through the power of music, and then a cleansing can finally begin to take place. Now, I want you to imagine that I am standing inside a house. Every day, the windows and the doors and the kitchen, I clean everywhere, but the house itself has a structural problem. It doesn't matter how much I scrub, wash, clean, or polish. When this house has termites, all my efforts are useless, and since our body is the house of our soul, imagine that this body needs to be completely changed. It needs to be cleansed. It needs to gain awareness. Awareness that the house has termites, and it seems that no matter how much effort I put into cleaning, I won't get anywhere. I have come to the realization that I simply need to find an entirely new house. I must live with completely new belongings, so that I can be absolutely certain that no negative energy has managed to reach me through other people. And all of these are brand new essentials. So if we imagine this house as our own body, our own physical self, I need to cleanse my entire body. It's like buying a new house and taking care of all its parts. I can't have a damaged kidney or a damaged liver and then say that I'm also doing mental cleansing. No, the reason I'm sick is that my thoughts are still not organized, and I keep repeating certain things. Through my mind, I hurt myself. In other words, I am like termites to my own body. First, we need to cleanse these things. Cleanse the mind, purify the heart, and then enter the new house, meaning to be reborn. This is exactly what our earth is doing right now. It is washing itself of impurities, cleansing itself of its entire past, its memories and its stains, giving them to the water, to the river, with floods, with anything. It is washing them away and carrying them off because it wants to build a brand new house, and I can't enter this new era with a termite-infested house. I can't enter this golden land. So let's talk a bit about how we can keep our own house, our body, which is the home of our soul, sacred, clean, and pure. For example, I can share something about myself with you to make it a bit simpler. I have absolutely no knowledge about cars whatsoever, and usually most women don't know very much about them either. Honestly, I truly admire those women who do know a lot about cars, but most women aren't really interested in dealing with the complex technical aspects of vehicles. Even though I've been told several times by friends and family not to go buy a car alone, imagine for a moment that I want to buy a new car. One day, I walk past a Peugeot dealership and see a really stylish, eye-catching car. I go in all by myself, and the salesperson, who immediately realizes in just 2 words that I don't know anything at all, starts introducing the car to me and tries to sell it, saying things like, "The engine is like this, and the performance is that." While he's talking about all that technical stuff and trying his best to convince me to buy it this very day, I'm just looking at things like how nicely the GPS navigation works, how incredibly comfortable the seats are, how beautiful the overall design is, how nice the dashboard looks, and the color is just so pretty. I'm thinking only about the appearance and not listening to him at all, because I simply don't understand what he's saying. In short, I completely fall in love with the car, but since I promised not to buy it alone, I go back home. That night at dinner, one of the men in the family is there, and I tell them, "I saw a wonderful car today, and I want you to come with me tomorrow to help me buy it." Without even talking to the salesperson or seeing the vehicle, as soon as I mention the specific name of the car, they immediately ask, "Why on earth do you want this particular one?" You live somewhere else, but I live in a state where we don't have snow. We don't have snow for 12 months of the year, and this car is for cold places. For example, its windshield wipers melt ice. Those tires that the salesperson bragged about so much and said were really great and strong are actually for icy conditions, and you don't need them at all. And tomorrow I'll go with 2 of those same relatives, who are men. I go to the car dealership, and the salesperson's attitude completely changes. Why? Because now he's talking to people who are knowledgeable. I'm no longer the one who doesn't know anything. It's not about the car anymore. One of them is knowledgeable. He shows us a different car that's more suitable for the lifestyle I'm living. It's suitable for me, fits my budget, and on top of that, he even offers a big discount. Because the price he gave me yesterday, he thought that since I was unaware, I could pay any price, because he knew I was infatuated with the car. I fell in love with this car. Now, let's bring this example back to our own lives. It seems foolish, but every day we do things that start from a place of unawareness, and we don't even realize it ourselves. Every day people listen to at least 3, 5, 10, 15, or some even up to 50 different YouTube videos, without even realizing that every single one of these people is constantly selling themselves to you. You are ultimately spending your precious time and your limited energy on something that is of absolutely no practical use to you at all in the long run. It is a complete waste of your potential. A day before I bought the car, I lost that day, and that man drained my energy. He kept me occupied for 24 hours until I finally realized it. And this is exactly what society does. Society is doing this to me, society is doing this to us, and the media is doing this to us. Other people who are making money off YouTube are doing the same. They are deliberately doing all of this to us. And then they have the nerve to question my personal happiness. What this truly means is that, as the primary buyers of their various products, we are essentially treated as their completely unaware, foolish, and incredibly ignorant customers. I am currently in the process of signing myself up. I am voluntarily involving myself in a place that is absolutely not beneficial or helpful to me in any way whatsoever. But not with my presence. I'm the only one losing my energy because the energy of the world is not the golden energy I desire. It's my energy. It's not my money. It's not my beauty. It's not my status. It's not my thing. I'm not Mrs. So-and-so. No, I'm not. The fundamental benchmark of a high-frequency life is our vital life force energy. And we are trading this away for a very low price every single day to those individuals who exploit and benefit from our own ignorance. All I mean is, try to pay attention to who you're listening to. If someone posts a really exciting topic with a very flashy title on YouTube, and then you listen for 45 minutes to an hour and realize that the whole point was just 5 minutes, and they just played with words, and then they had a bunch of requests from you as well. They tell you, press number 1, press number 2, write which city you're from, and so on. Or, for example, I'm on YouTube taking up an hour of your time. Just because there are meditations left, and I say, now, for example, as a star astrologer, put on such and such meditation. Go ahead, because it will solve your problems. The truth is, they're just taking complete advantage of you. And in the end, after an entire hour has passed, you don't even truly understand what you actually got from this person, or if you gained anything at all. It feels like they just want to sell you some kind of specialized oil, some expensive medicine, or perhaps some other random product they have. Half an hour. When we are talking about trivial matters and insignificant things that aren't even worth your precious time or energy, because the longer it goes on, the more you find yourself listening to it all. The more you click those 1s and 2s, the more you buy my meditations, the more money goes into my bank account. I'm selling to you. My survival depends on your ignorance. So the first thing we do is start with ourselves from day one. If we want to cleanse, if we want to become aware, it's not an easy path. First, we need to read the other person's energy. Is this specific person that I'm currently spending an entire hour of my life on actually worth my precious time? Am I truly getting something valuable from this person, or is that person simply getting something from me instead? With every single minute you spend listening, every thoughtful comment you leave, every like you give, and every time you decide to buy my product, you are directly helping me and making me more money. In fact, I have no interest in giving you health, no interest in wanting to do something for you. I'm not here to make your life better. This is my shop, just like that salesman who only wanted to sell me a car. He didn't care at all that I never see snow and that the car had a snow plow. He just wanted me to pay $1,000 more for it to have an icebreaker. For him, selling the car was what mattered. So first, let's start by seeing who we're interacting with. When you pick up the phone, who is your friend? What are you saying that makes you call this person your friend? Is this really your friend? How far have they come with you? Where have they passed their tests? Where are they headed? Where are they going? Where am I going with this friend? Am I going with these companions, with these guests, with this following of trends, with this quick glance and just scrolling up and down on Instagram, and with all these things, where am I actually going? Every single one of these is interconnected, Shayla, and then following that, I am a dedicated merchant, I am an insightful economist, and I am also a professional car salesman. They come to you and I tell you it's all mixed up. If you buy this meter of mine, sit for 10 minutes, I'll even give it a name. All your problems will be solved. My dear, all of these are brainwashings that the matrix system has given us. If I sit for years praying and fasting, fasting and praying, sitting and making supplications and begging, saying, God, have mercy on me, I have this wish, but I will not receive it. My wish will not be fulfilled through pleading. God, the Creator, the Source, the Light, the Awareness, whatever name you give it. It does not like pleading, nor does it like begging. It loves a human who is steadfast and wise. We have come here to this earth to learn this, so that I awaken to myself and realize that all wisdom is within me. It is not outside of me. And I should not be deceived by the outward appearances of the life that others create for me. Hollywood myths, Hollywood movies. Let me just get through today. Maybe I'll go eat 2 tubs of ice cream because I'm depressed, or maybe I'll sit and eat 4 bags of chips just because my nerves are shot right now. We need to gradually eliminate and remove these unnecessary things from our lives, piece by very carefully piece. The true, authentic standard of beauty is definitely not just what you see on your Instagram feed. Don't listen to anyone who tries to teach you how to deceive men. Don't listen to them. It's as if we're working with a group every day, playing on a team of charlatans, without us even realizing it. And then we say, make me the spiritual leader of the group of light. These are 2 different teams. First, I need to leave this team. Be silent within myself. Discover myself and see my own talents. Not through comparison, not through competition, not through jealousy, and only then do I find that light within myself, and then I shine. Very heavenly, very simple. I clean everything up. I get rid of grudges. I give forgiveness to everyone. Whatever has come my way has been right. Whoever has wronged me has been my teacher. They have appeared in that form. These are commitments that before we come into this world may be a soulmate of mine, a soul companion. I have said that this will come in their role because I need this lesson. I need the lesson of betrayal. They come and tell me, your husband will betray you. And when we know these things, we forgive ourselves. Why did I do this? Why did I go in this relationship, even though I knew from the beginning? And we forgive others as well. From the cashier, when you're going to buy groceries, when you're buying food, to your close friend, to our son and daughter, everyone has come into our lives with a purpose, wearing their own costume, playing their own role for us. We're all making a movie, and we don't even realize it. But it's just a film, and we've taken it seriously. Life is easier than we think. We've just taken it too seriously. But we need to know the way. If we can discover the secret key, life becomes boundlessly joyful and remarkably easy. You should never simply expect things to happen, waiting for someone else to come along and completely transform your entire world. You are the one who can change your own world. Not only can you change your own world, but you can also bring light and rain to the entire world outside yourself. This is what true spiritual masters do. I'm talking about genuine spiritual teachers, not fortune tellers or those who say, let me awaken your kundalini in 24 hours. I'm not talking about those who say, come, let me hypnotize you, let me do hypnotherapy, let me do Reiki for you. Reiki, tarot, All of these come from the realm of darkness and are not approved by me, but go ahead and try them for yourself and then see the results. It is my sincere hope that you never fall into the trap of believing in these practices. You truly have no way of knowing exactly what kind of spiritual energy the person giving you Reiki actually has. What exactly is going on here? Are you really opening up the sacred space of your own home without even knowing who is giving you what kind of energy? You must understand that tarot actually comes from the dark side. Now imagine someone buys a pack of cards, maybe from a dusty deck at the library, from a local second-hand shop, or just from a regular store. They open them up and suddenly start to tell you exactly what your fate is going to be. But your fate is not in the hands of someone like me who reads cards. But I can get into your mind and lead you down that path. If I say, oh, you're going to get divorced, I can plant that idea. When you believe in me, your fate is in your own hands. You are the author of your own book. Really, that's exactly why we come to this world. We come to this world to learn that the whole point is that I am responsible for myself. No matter what the weather is like outside, stormy, rainy, snowy, sunny, it doesn't affect me because I'm strong here, like a tree. The palm tree, the date tree, is strong. It stands firm. Even if a storm comes, the next day you'll see it still standing, its trunk is solid. It's the willow tree that shakes, that wavers when something happens. So does my life get affected by these things? Someone said in tarot that such and such will happen. Don't go after these things. Don't try to make heroes out of people. No one is going to change your life for you. What do you lack compared to that hero you admire? Really, what do you lack? Why is that person a hero and you're not? So the first step toward awareness is to be aware of myself. Who am I? Without any titles, without a name, without a job, without showing off, without a bank account, without considering where I live, what my house is, what my car is, what my life is. Who am I? What do I want to be? What am I talented at? How can I be useful to the outside world? Should I always wait for the world to change for me? How can I change the world? How can I discover the light within myself and share this light with others? And be of service to humanity. Our world is just about me, me, me. How can I make money off of you? How can I use you? How can I get something from you for free? How can I sell something to you? Now, with very sweet words, a person who doesn't get straight to the point, who isn't honest, who beats around the bush when talking, other things like that. These kinds of people, I immediately turn them off on YouTube. It takes me just a minute to tell whether this person's energy is genuine or not. And those who are genuine and authentic spiritual masters are dedicated workers of the divine light, visionary spiritual engineers, and they are the master architects and designers of the coming golden world, who are few in number, started with 1 million from the beginning. Basically, in this very institute, its name is 1 million brave ones. Their numbers are increasing. They are making field recommendations. Let's come and join the ranks and stand alongside them, to be among the dedicated workers of light and truth. And then immediately, when your intention truly becomes pure, you put aside all lies. You put aside every form of deceit. You take off the mask from your face and show your true, authentic self. Then wonderful blessings will surely come into your life. It is important to remember that these blessings do not simply come from the company you work for, but from a much deeper source. It's possible. You might have a very good income, but at the end of the month you have no money left because you are dependent on a human being, not God. But when you become dependent on the source, you know that there are angels around you, that there are guides. They guide you. You are not alone. You haven't just been dropped here in the desert. With all these emotional issues, financial problems, wars, national and family troubles, and so on, everything. Rather, these are lessons so that I can reach myself. All these difficult paths are so that I can reach myself. Do the things you look at, listen to, and follow during the day bring you closer to that destination, or do they take you further away from it? In fact, do they distance you from yourself and your higher self? Those who have willingly stepped into the sacred role of light workers, who came to the complex fabric of human society in this dense physical vessel on earth at this specific time, while they had already fully realized and completed their long evolutionary journey on earth. Those who are the visionary architects of the coming golden world. Those who are the gardeners of this golden world came to plant a seed and leave it to grow so that in the next 7 years, in the next 30 years, in the next 100 years, in the next 1,000 years, we will eat from these seeds. They are giving heavy energies in this society at this time. Out of every 99 people, 99 imitate. They are charlatans among those 99. Only one person is genuine. Find those 1 in 100 people. They are not seeking out followers. They are not seeking out fame. And they are not after money. Furthermore, they do not lead you around in circles. If they cannot explain things simply to you, then they are just leading you on. They belong to that vast 99%. So be very careful about who you spend your daily days with. Even the friends who come and go. They just use you as a psychologist's couch. Whenever they're upset, they come to you. Or when you're happy, when you're having a party, suddenly they're all there. With heavy highs. Honestly, these workers are shining a light in these times. Because it's extraordinarily difficult to recognize them, they possess a profound lack of understanding regarding complex economic matters. They are at the absolute pinnacle of overwhelming darkness in a world that is entirely false, especially now, in a world where not only is an inhuman race currently exercising total dominion, humans are also becoming like them because they know the difference. In this peak of darkness, they spark small flames, maybe just with their words, saying softly, "My friend, my child, my mother, my father, my friend, my sister, my brother, wake up, my dear. It is time." Wake up and recognize what is best for yourself. The only reward they receive is saving human beings. That is why they come. That is why they do this work. And when they feel they have reached that point where it is possible, their mission is over and they leave. And many have left, they have gone so that they can be right for us. So let us wake up, become aware. Cleansing will not happen overnight. There are times when it will not necessarily happen for me in just a single night at all either. Those who hold seminars and give you mushrooms, they themselves are clearly depressed. They themselves have not been able to deal with their own grief. You can see the grief, the energy of grief, the black aura around them. You can see it. And with mushrooms or any other drug, they take you to another world for a short period of time. It's like suddenly showing a 4-year-old child scenes of surgery from their medical school classes. They've seen it, they understand it, but they simply don't have the necessary technical knowledge for it yet. No fruit should be picked from the tree well before it is fully ripe. You should avoid eating any raw or uncooked food, because doing so will likely cause health problems later on. Awareness comes on its own if you leave it alone, like water. It finds its own path and moves forward. And when we become like water, meaning we let go of stubbornness and the attitude of, I won't change, this is who I am. When we stop saying, I've been like this since I was a kid, I won't change at all, and instead we let it go and become like water, allowing ourselves to take shape. When you pour water into a glass, it takes the shape of the glass. When you pour it into a big bowl, it becomes like the bowl. When you let it go into the ocean, it flows. It moves along, but if it gets cut off from the rest, it stops flowing. We need to accept change, especially now, because we are exactly what we believe ourselves to be. When I change my beliefs, I change my life. My entire destiny changes. Instead of begging and pleading with this person or that, with God, with the mosque, with the church. No matter which religious place we go to, sometimes we even argue with God, saying, you're not listening to me, you don't exist. And then sometimes we go back to begging again, hoping that, can you give this to me? You can actually take it yourself. If you reach that level of vibration, it depends on which vibration, which frequency you are making your request from. When my vibration is low, when I come from a place of desperation, poverty, helplessness, even though my whole body is healthy, I ignore myself and just wait, hoping someone will give it to me. Do I have communication problems? Am I unable to manage them? Do I have financial issues because I've always depended on someone else? All of these things. When we consciously elevate our internal vibration and align ourselves with the divine frequency where the celestial angels reside, my inner voice is truly heard and acknowledged. My higher self is always present there. It comes to me easily, it comes on its own because they're not waiting for me to beg. But it's so low that it can't reach us. We have to receive it here. And this doesn't happen through begging, dependency, complaining, cursing, or fighting. It's as if we're trying to force open huge iron doors. We keep banging on them and saying, open it for me, open it for me. And we often fail to realize that those heavy doors were specifically built for us by people who fully understand our lack of power, that we truly have no power at all, so we just keep on knocking against them until the very end. But these cold iron doors will never swing open for us. They certainly won't open with the force of my fists, simply because I do not possess that kind of physical strength. And humble begging is just not a tool that I have in my possession. Complaining, crying, and lamenting won't solve my problem. They won't break open the iron door. And for those individuals who are genuine spiritual masters, this is precisely what they carry out. They provide you with the essential key. Here, take this key and open it. This is the way. But if I have this deep-seated mindset that I'm just not worthy enough, until I find a good husband, until my father gives it to me, until I win somewhere, until someone comes and changes the government. All of these things. Many of us are just banging on that same heavy, unyielding iron door. But if we embark on a journey to turn inward and truly discover our inner selves, we find the key is already there. As soon as you wish for something deeply, your wish is fulfilled. It manifests in your life and comes to you. It happens so naturally that it occurs without you even realizing it. It's not luck, it's not coincidence. It is just like that computer source system. If I manually dial your phone number, I establish a link and connect to you. Similarly, if I simply switch to this specific TV channel, I get that channel's broadcast. Everything works like this in that world. If I have 2 apples and add 2 more, I have 4 apples. It's all numbers. It's not begging. I can't just keep begging. I can't tell 2 apples to give me 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. It's that simple. So the calculations of this world. If we understand and know how it works, we won't try to trick it anymore, because we want to trick God. With fighting, with crying, with begging, with accusations, and with complaining and all of that, we try to trick God's servants. Who ends up miserable? The one who does this. Lying gets you nowhere. Charlatanism, especially in the age of Aquarius, leads nowhere. Except that it will be exposed. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, but it won't last more than 3 years. All the masks of political people, economic people, cunning people, those who have exploited, those who have lied, those who have lied, those who have been charlatans, those who have posted copied YouTube videos, all of them will disappear and only genuine people will remain. So now that you know the plan for our collective future, come and join the group of enlightened ones. Don't fight with opposition from here. Be aware of which team you truly want to be a part of. It is important to be fully aware of exactly which door is closed and which door is open. The difference between the lock and the key. When we can distinguish between the two, which one locks and which one unlocks, then we know how to solve all our own problems. And we can break free from that repetitive cycle where the same events keep happening to me or keep happening to a country. It keeps happening to my daughter, it keeps happening to my family, it keeps happening to me. Instead of locking yourself in this cycle, you throw the key out and get out. When you step outside this circle, no one else will give you this key, no one else will unlock it for you. You could wait your whole life, but no one will give you the key. You have to do it yourself. This is the secret of the universe. They want you to do it yourself, for yourself. When we unlock this and step outside, we see, wow, how interesting is life. 7 years ago in my book, I gave an example that was easy for me and I think makes it more understandable for others. You. Imagine that we live in a building with 40 floors, and these 40 floors, it's called planet Earth. How is it that right here on planet Earth, at this very address in this same 40-story building, some people are so happy they find everything so easy and they open every door? They have such good and comfortable lives without anger or resentment. Not at all. For some, life goes smoothly from the moment they wake up in the morning, while for others they are so miserable that misfortune has plagued their ancestors, and things just keep getting worse for all of them. Every morning when they wake up, they're worried about their money, worried about their bread, worried about their polluted air, worried about their relationships, worried about their jobs, worried about how they're going to live, and they're envious of others. Why is that? We might all live at the exact same street address, but the energetic vibration of someone actually living in a luxury penthouse way up on the 40th floor. They have bright, warm sunlight, a sparkling swimming pool, relaxing music playing in the background, fresh air, and so on. And then there is someone who lives 2 floors below the ground level, tucked away in the dark parking garage, situated right under the massive parking lot. They have damp air, darkness, it's hard for them to come outside to breathe, and they have to deal with lizards and other creatures. That's how they behave and live. And if I raise my vibration and stop waiting for a savior, who one day will open the door and let me into paradise? I have to unlock this door myself. I come out, and once I'm out, I go up one level, then I go up another level. And these are the stages of awareness. These are the stages of cleansing. Now, someone who has money says, I go to a session and pay $1,000. They say they'll awaken my kundalini, open my third eye, hypnotize me, do hypnotherapy. I do a couple of meditations, and for 3 days I just sit like this, meditating. All my chakras will be fixed, my life will be fixed, my inner child will have no problems at all. These are just marketing tactics. I swear to God. Really, I swear to God, you must wake up and come to your senses. Please understand that everything you need is already right there within you. These small exercises that I tell you to do daily, do them sincerely. Can you see how much you change after just one single week? Make nature your own greatest teacher. Don't just listen to me, and don't listen to anyone else either. Don't go on YouTube. Don't listen to those who say, I'll heal you for hours. I'll do this. I'll do that. Let's learn properly from nature. A tree that pushes out from a bud, it really struggles to break through until it reaches the soil. From that point on, it needs light. When it gets light, along with air and water, it grows so much that it gives us fruit. Its fruits reach the ground every day, without any expectation, without saying, I gave you 2 apples yesterday and now you've come again. As long as I have apples, come and take them. If we take a moment to compare our own lives to that of an ordinary apple tree. The apple tree gives shade to anyone who comes and sits under it. Did it ever say, you told me something bad that day, so now you're not allowed to use my shade, or you became friends with my cousin and I had a fight with her? You're not allowed to eat my apples. These things don't exist in nature at all. It's only among humans. Even animals don't have this. Even animals don't have these kinds of competitions that we do. And yet we see ourselves as superhuman. Human beings see themselves as powerful first and foremost. We are prisoners of the world and the matrix society. If I just take the apple tree as my guide, it gives its leaves, accepts change, accepts autumn. It accepts losing its leaves. No one said it always has to be green and full of flowers and birds. It only bears fruit in the summer, and in the winter it is cold. If we willingly embrace these things and fully appreciate these changes in our lives, it is because a state of total stagnation will never truly bear fruit. In fact, becoming stagnant means becoming rotten, and we don't leave our comfort zone because we're afraid, and then we become stagnant. And then the brain stops working. The brain no longer receives new ideas. A flower, an azalea flower, spreads its beautiful fragrance everywhere. It gives its beauty to everyone, without judging who it is giving it to. Light is the same way. Light covers itself. It shines. It even shines on the darkness. Does it truly pass judgment on us? Yet we are the ones who judge others. And we complain too. Just by seeing ourselves as less. And when our awareness increases, no one can fool us anymore. Absolutely no one in this world can betray me, lie to me, or cause me any more pain. I have become completely and utterly invincible. There is nothing you can do that will ever hope to defeat me. Because I have power. I'm no longer that little trembling bush. I've become a date palm tree for myself. And why shouldn't we become that? Why? Because we've been fed a stream of messages since childhood telling us, you're not good enough, you're not skilled at this, you're not capable, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. Let it go. Just like we take out the trash every day, I should set aside this mental garbage from when I was 6 or 7 years old, whatever happened back then. I'm not that 6-year-old anymore who gets upset because the neighbor told me I was ugly. I no longer let other people's judgments affect me. I don't listen to absolutes. That nonsense is his own. The person who sees faults in me because all I have to offer here is love. When we accept this as a human being, I'm here to give love. If you don't receive it from me, you have a problem with receiving. Your receiver is malfunctioning. This part is broken. It has a technical issue. And where does it lead? It leads to me losing my good friends because my connection gets cut off. I lose opportunities. I lose good jobs that come my way. Why? Because deep down I believe that I am not worthy. And when I realized within myself that I am deserving, I am not less than anyone else. I can do it too. Then truly that unbreakable spirit happens. You can't defeat me. If I couldn't get this job, I'll go and get a better one. If this person couldn't understand me, because I gave my all, I gave pure love, I didn't pretend, I didn't play games, I didn't deceive them. I showed who I truly was. Either they weren't my match and left, or something better is waiting for me. And when we look at our lives this way, we no longer get upset because someone said something, or feel worried or feel down today. Because of what someone said, these things no longer bother us. It doesn't hinder our work or progress. And when all of us, like roses, each bloom from our own garden, we will create a rose garden that this golden world needs, that our lineage possesses. This is what is expected of us. I shouldn't be a problem for society. I shouldn't be a withered flower sitting at home. It smells bad, it's rotten, and it needs to go. Into the trash can. Is this how you present yourself? Is this how you introduce yourself to the world? Well, the world will look at you like trash too. But when I know my own values, without arrogance, without pride, I am not better than anyone else. I am unique in my own way, just as you are unique in yours. Then we all do this gardening, we all tend to this garden. Each of us in our own way. One day, one is an orchid, another is an azalea. All these flowers grow, the trees bear fruit. And we came here to learn this, and then we passed through the sea of forgetfulness and became entangled in the course of life, in the matrix. What are they teaching us on television? What are they teaching us in Hollywood movies? And how many things do I long for, seeing that they have them and I don't? So change your beliefs. When your beliefs change, the book of your life is rewritten. And tell all these fortune tellers that you can't write my life for me. From tomorrow, I can shape my own destiny, and I can change the things I've learned. If I learn, then the page is blank again. I've learned my lesson. Now I can write the story of my own life myself. Become aware. Don't let yourself be a victim of your own life. Instead, be the creator of your life. If my words resonate deeply and hold true to you, then you are currently undergoing a profound spiritual rebirth. However, if they don't, it might be time to feel a genuine sense of concern about yourself. If you have questions, if a lot of questions come up for you, it means you are on the right path, the path of awareness. I remain completely at your humble service. If I can provide any assistance to those who sincerely desire to transform and fundamentally rewrite their lives, I am here to dedicatedly serve all of humanity until the very moment I take my last breath. Heart, I send kisses to all of you. Until the next video, I entrust you to my great God. Be happy.